A Fox News alert. Hillary Clinton's isolation is over. She is back out on the campaign trail, about to depart for North Carolina, returning to the trail after recuperating from pneumonia for a few days. Our Jennifer Griffin is on the plane. She joins us now by phone. Jennifer.
Hi, John. Well, we just heard from Hillary Clinton. We saw her for the first time. She looked much better than she did on Sunday, I will say. Much more rested. She came back, and as she walked down the aisle, she said, "Welcome back to Stronger Together." She did not take any serious questions. She said she'll have a press availability on the ground in North Carolina, or on the legs back, the flight from North Carolina back to Washington, D.C. There was a little bit of banter and some joking about how she likes the show The Good Wife and is happy that that's returning. She didn't say whether she watched, binge-watched, or sat watching Netflix while she was recuperating, but certainly that was there was a lighter moment as she came back. Again, she didn't really take questions because she said she's going to talk to the press after she gives her speech in Greensboro. We're about to take off, so I will leave it at that, but I believe the pool has fed in the video of her speaking to the press on board the plane. It was really more of a greeting than there weren't any serious questions asked.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. And we'll hear from you later, I'm sure, when she takes more questions from the press. Jennifer Griffin, traveling with the Hillary Clinton campaign.
Yeah, it's easy to get in trouble if you don't put your phone away fast enough.
That's right.
Joining us now, David Avella is the chairman of GOPAC and a Republican strategist. Julian Epstein is former chief counsel for the House Judiciary Committee and CEO of IMG. It's nice to have you both. The Good Wife aside, as we talk about favorite television shows, I just wanted to start with this, Julian. Here we have Hillary Clinton back on the campaign trail after a few days off and some new poll numbers. Is this a reset for her campaign? What do you think she needs to focus on as she re-engages actually on the campaign trail?
Well, I think the numbers are fluid right now, and particularly with independents, the numbers are fluid right now. We've certainly seen some tightening of the polls, but most of the election experts, the prognosticators, whether it's the upshot that puts her in an 80% chance of winning, 538 that gives her a 65% chance of winning, Citigroup that gives her a 65% chance of winning, most of the polls seem to show that she is the strong favorite. Not just, and that doesn't mean that things can't change. It doesn't mean that Donald Trump can't win. He certainly can. But the election math for Donald Trump is so difficult because she starts off essentially with 228 electoral votes. He's at about 164. Donald Trump is going to have to run the tables in places like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Florida, and she continues to have a lead in all of those places, at least according to the average. So I think she continues to focus on the message of the Stronger Together message. Donald Trump has had a very divisive message, a very kind of nativist message, and I think she continues to focus on the economic message, and it seems to be working.
I just want to point out, David, that Julian says the numbers are fluid, but he uses those numbers to support his theory that Hillary Clinton will win. Which is, I mean, very well.
Both things can be accurate.
You rattled off a lot. It was impressive, Julian, I have to tell you. David, what do you think? Do you agree with Julian that right now Hillary Clinton, because of the numbers, just needs to stay the course? Doesn't need to veer from it very often, just needs to stay the course?
The polls are closing, Jenna, because it doesn't take an advanced medical degree to know that Hillary Clinton has a severe case of pathological lying. And Donald Trump is staying on message now, talking about issues that Americans actually care about. Hence why you start seeing these polls, and in some polls, actually seeing him up.
So the question then is, Julian, as both candidates go forward, there is going to be this hyper-focus on Hillary Clinton. It's right ahead of the debates. Even walking up the stairs to the plane, you know, everyone's watching. Is she okay? What does she look like? How does she sound? If you're at the campaign, how do you get the attention off of that and back to some of the winning issues that the campaign feel will work for her?
I think a week from now, we probably won't be talking so much about her health anymore. As soon as she's out there and it looks to be vigorous, is doing a lot of campaign events, I think it'll again focus on her built-in advantages. Again, her built-in advantages in the Electoral College, where she starts off and her base. And I think she's basically, if you've gone issue by issue, if you've gone national security, her plan for the economy, even her plan on controversial issues like immigration, she's consistently had a more substantive plan as compared to Donald Trump. And when you get into the debates, I mean, while everyone will try to downplay the expectations on the debates, I mean, Hillary Clinton is a first-class debater. And so Donald Trump has got to go up against her in 3 different debates, and there's a vice presidential debate. And I think, again, most experts tend to think that she's going to come across as more substantive and more ready to be commander-in-chief.
We
will see.
We will see.
But the polling shows that people believe she is more prepared to be commander-in-chief than he.
Now, that
and I think the debates will underscore that.
That said, a piece in the New York Magazine reads this. It is possible, in fact, that Trump is opening up multiple paths to victory. Recent polling in both New Hampshire and Colorado, 2 states generally conceded earlier to be in Clinton's pocket, is showing a decided tightening of the race. So that said, David, how does Donald Trump take what some are calling momentum and become really competitive in the states that he has to?
He needs this momentum in the polls to continue, Jenna, because as early voting starts, votes are being cast. And there is a wealth of research that shows that late deciders want to do so because they want to be with the winner. And the key for Trump is to be close or to be winning in states so that his core supporters and undecideds cast their vote for him. So it's the polling, it's the debates, and it's the paid advertising that are still the 3 biggest impacts that we have left in this campaign about who's ultimately going to be our next president of the United States. And Trump needs to stay on message in all 3 of those.
And, of course, big questions. What unexpected happens? For example, we saw something unexpected happen with Hillary Clinton, and also the issue of turnout. So we'll see about those 2 issues as well. Julie and David, great to have you both. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having us.